Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your soulmate. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Angelite heart. Group 2 is the Tiger's Eye heart. And group 3 is the Aventurine heart. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. Chose the Angelite heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we, and following this initial section of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your soulmate's higher self, and then I'll close the reading out with some initials. So, what does your soulmate want you to know right now? We have the Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, Temperance, the Devil, the Fool, Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. It is so difficult to keep my distance from you when everything inside of me screams to just throw aside my responsibilities and rush forth to you with open arms and a readiness to embark upon the next chapter of our journey with one another. I am excited to get to know you on a deep interpersonal level, and I feel a connection with you, mind, body, and soul, that transcends what I have even been able to fathom in my wildest dreams, is the nature by which two people could seemingly be so different and yet so perfect for one another. You are everything that I have been seeking in a partner and in a person, and I am in complete adoration for every evolution of you that I have witnessed so far. The journey in my life up to this juncture in time has been a rocky road, and yet you have restored within me faith and hope that the light of love will again shine upon me in this lifetime. I am making plans and preparations to close up a very significant chapter of my life so that I am able to devote more of my energies and attention, not just to our love story in a way that I feel does honor and justice to the raw potential that exists between the two of us, but also so that I can begin to explore things that are more meaningful for me as a person. And I can admit freely that I am inspired by your living example to start to inventory the life that I have been living and make healthier and better choices with my highest good in mind, rather than operating in a way which seeks to please the expectations that others have placed upon me. It is difficult breaking free of the chains which have tethered me to a particular lifestyle for quite some time, but I am anticipating that on the other side of these big movements and shifts, that the experience and journey of romance and love with you will be enough to tide me over until I get my footing in the new manifestation of how I am choosing to present myself to the world. I am excited to see how we can grow together as individuals and as a couple. And although there is fear of the unknown, the inevitable panic that sets in at the idea of, what if I am being too impulsive, too much of a dreamer? What if this situation between the two of us falls apart like so many situations have before? And then even just a glance in your direction, or the sound of your name, the echo of your laughter on the wind which reaches me at unexpected moments and when I need it the most, helps to calm and dispel these fears, and I am able to continue to put one foot in front of the other in the direction of a better and more authentic me. You have a mystical impact upon me, and there is no aspect of my life that has not been changed since meeting you. I am somebody who is typically very stubborn and grounded into certain patterns that I have established for myself, and yet with you there is a freedom of movement that is quite unexpected at this point in my life, and I am daring to take risks and chances rather than playing things safe as I have up to this point in time. I thank you for your patience as I navigate this next stage of my journey, and in many ways you are both my companion, my teacher, and my guide as well. So together I am hoping that we can embark on separate and shared journeys toward the next evolution of what the blessing of fate has in store for both of us. It is no accident that we have crossed paths at the time and manner in which we have, and there is not a day that goes by that I am not utterly grateful for the experience of your presence, even from afar, and most especially when you are close in my life. I no longer have interest in looking behind me to see what needs to be repaired or to work on wounds that have proven pervasive and difficult to fully release and let go of. And so I'm just accepting these things as a part of who I am, and I trust that you carry similar degrees of baggage within yourself, so that together the weight of this luggage will be easier for both of us to hoist and carry. I no longer feel dragged down by my past, but I am elevated by the idea that there is still so much more left to experience in this life, which is new and novel and wonderful. And none of this would be possible had it not been for the shift which occurred within my heart and within the essence of my very being, the very first time I caught sight of you. And there has not been a moment since then that I have not been utterly fascinated to get to discover and learn the true meaning and purpose of both of us in one another's lives, and to explore this long-awaited journey of love with you. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your soulmate wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say I have loose ends to tie up, but no, I will come for you. I speak to you through lyrics. You are walking poetry. I struggle to open up, but my emotions for you run very deep. So know, my love, feel it. I don't want anyone but you. You kind of scare me and mystify me all at the same time. You are such a beautiful paradox. I dream of you almost every night. and I miss you. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your soulmate, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got F, K, W, C, E, A, R, Q, N, L, M, T, R, E, T, V, Z, M, P, and O. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn, where I do mostly channeled message readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you're interested in checking that out, there's a link to that in the description box of the video as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Tiger's Eye Heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from your soulmate's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. So, what does your soulmate want you to know right now? Okay, we have the World, Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Death, the Fool, Four of Wands, and the Two of Swords. I am in the midst of discovering just the right way to let you know that of all the people I have ever experienced in my life, that you have affected me profoundly and in a way that helps me to know that my search for the one who is meant to walk by my side is completed, and that I am ready, finally, to embark on the next phase of our journey with one another. I know that we have had our ups and downs, and at times my silence and the inclination to retreat deeply within myself, to soul search and contemplate, has left you confused and wondering if the intensity and nature of our connection is something which is merely one-sided. I have not meant to lead you on or lead you astray, and it pains me to think of the fact that I have caused you even a moment of distress, when truly I want to show you a different type of love than you have experienced before in this lifetime. I know that it has taken so much for us to come to the place of being comfortable enough with one another to have difficult conversations, and to offset that with the laughter and the smiles which are shared when times are beautiful. And I want to work together with you to build more towards the glorious direction, so that we can put the misunderstandings of the past behind us and can grow with one another toward a mutually beneficial horizon. I want to lay down roots with you, and you make me feel settled and seen in a way that is not constricting, but instead allows me to unfurl into a greater version of myself than has ever been permissible or invited or encouraged in other love connections I have experienced in my life. I am done making you pay for the mistakes of other people who were careless with my heart. And I know that I have been guarded, and that there have been times where it has felt that we should be pivoting to the next stage of our connection, only for you to find that I come up with a series of jumbled excuses and reasons why it's just not the right time to have important discussions. Know that I have laid to rest all insecurity which has kept me on the brink of giving my heart to you fully. This has been a necessary process for me. I have simultaneously been growing more deeply in love with you, and at the same time cauterizing wounds which have been vexing and have kept me from the full enjoyment of life up to this point in time. I thank you for saving me from myself, and for inviting me out from the place where the best of me was hidden away. You are that rainy day that I was hoping would come along, so that the light of love could once again shine forth, and all that I had been saving inside for that perfect occasion would finally have the person and the experience and opportunity that was deemed worthy, not by my mind or by my ego, but by the very essence of my soul itself. The parts of me that disappointment had not been able to touch, the untarnished corners and aspects of who I am that seem to have moved through time with me, reserved only for you, now are the sun itself that helps to dry away a river of tears which had no place and no room left to be cried, and yet continued to dwell within me. I don't want to come on too strong when we have our next conversation about deep and emotional things, and yet there is so much that I have been wanting to say to you for so long. So please allow me the time and space to wade in ever so slowly to taking that plunge with you. And know that it is only my intention from this point on to make up for lost time and to put your fears to rest, because everything that you have been faced with, all the wreckage within my heart that was never your responsibility to collide with or to unknowingly seek to repair through the very essence of continuing to show up with me and for me day after day, is worthy and deserving now of you being showered with the type of abundance and love that you were deserving from the very start from me. So thank you for being on this journey with me, and for being my motivation to get out of my own way and to allow myself to experience the gift of love which you are and which the universe has provided me after everything that I have been through. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your soulmate wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and they say, you are the absolute best thing that's ever happened to me. I know a lot more than I let on. I've cried over you. You are my favorite person. I play it cool, but you take my breath away and make me nervous. I'm releasing the past. Please be patient. I watch you. And I speak to you through lyrics. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your soulmate, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got Q, R, B, L, D, S, G, L, F, E, N, M, E, N, W, and G. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn, where I do channeled message readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if you are looking for something a little different from me, that is the place to find it. There's a link to that channel in the description box of the video as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Aventurine heart. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial section of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in the first portion or can serve as additional messages for you from your soulmate's higher self. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. So, what does your soulmate want you to know right now? Okay, we have the Emperor, the Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Magician, the Chariot, Judgment, Four of Cups, and the Sun. You have helped me to believe in destiny and to renew my sense of knowing that had gone from a burning reality to an ember, a fragment, a mere grain of possibility, that true love does exist on this planet in the here and now, and is something which is meant for me, despite all of my experiences to the contrary, which have left a bitterness within, that the experience of you, the essence of you, even from afar, helps to wipe the taste of away from me, so that only the sweetness and possibility of what we can savor with and of one another can be fully enjoyed at long last. You have emerged and appeared in my life right at the moment when I needed you, as if my heart called out to you from afar long before we had met. I am having strange and vivid and wonderful visions of lives before this one, where our paths have crossed again and again, all of that being this culmination to the here and now, and what I sense will be the greatest love story of all of our lives combined. I look forward to experiencing in the light of day the exploration of the greater potential between the two of us. I long to see the look on your face when I say I love you for the first time, and I anticipate that I will actually melt within your kisses themselves if the mere energy and suggestion of you is any indicator of the impact in a physical sense that you will have upon me when we are near to one another. I am taking my time trying to orchestrate the perfect circumstances in my life so that when I invite you into my domain and my realm, you will find that I have been busy at work behind the scenes, tying up loose ends and working to break free from limiting patterns and beliefs which have kept me from enjoying the full experience of love deeply within myself and with others prior to meeting you. I don't want you to feel that you are needing to fill some emptiness or void within, because I am cultivating that sense of personal fulfillment and happiness for myself, by myself, so that I am able to give more to you in return. I have retreated into a period of solitude, and this has been eye-opening for me in so many ways, to understand very clearly the ways in which a fearfulness within to take the plunge fully into love has kept me at a distance from total wish fulfillment. You in many ways are the missing piece that I feel will help me to enjoy the kingdom that I have built for myself even more profoundly. And I see and sense that although our journeys have looked very different from one another's, that we have both been working towards a same and similar goal for quite some time. You have appeared in my life almost like magic, and I am truly believing in my ability to co-create with the universe a life which deeply aligns with a sense of personal fulfillment and abundance that I never knew was possible, or that I gave myself permission to invite in fully. I hope to be the one to ease the burden within you where muddy footprints had been left upon your heart, or dreams that had been trampled and had left you going back to the drawing board to see what went wrong and what you could do better time and again. I want you to know that you are perfect in my eyes, and I fully support any changes you choose to make, but I don't want you to water down even a bit of who you are on my account. I want you at full volume. I want you shining as brightly as you choose on every occasion. And I feel that together we can help to explain and understand the mysteries and the intricacies of what makes both of us such unique individuals here in a time where so many are trying their hardest to fit in. I want to stand out from the crowd and allow our love story to be something which inspires others. You have already inspired such positive change within me, and I can't believe that this is merely an effect and an impact which is meant for me in a solitary sense. But I feel that we can not only heal one another with the experience of our love, openly and in a tangible sense, but that this in some way ties into a greater purpose and mission that we may have here in this lifetime, to help restore hope to those who are forlorn or have closed their heart off to the idea of the redemptive power of love. I see you as an angel walking this earth, and in many ways you help me to embrace a greater sense of divinity that I had been avoidant of within myself as well. And so I am utterly grateful for the multiple layers of personal darkness that have brought me to a state of rock bottom on more than one occasion, where it has always been your light shining through as I picked myself up time and again. You were never a stranger to me, and it caught me off guard when I first encountered you in the flesh, because I thought, how could my dream person be out here walking around when you were always just a secret fantasy and passion that I kept tucked away within. And so I am trying very hard to move delicately in this matter, because I don't want to upset the balance that we have with one another, but I also don't want to miss my opportunity with you to experience something more than we have right now. Thank you for being my light in the darkness and for shining as radiantly as you do on every occasion. So those are your messages. Let's see what else your soulmate wants you to know at this time. Okay, and they say, thank you for teaching me what unconditional love is. You are my favorite person. Dance, sing, be joyous. I can feel you. When I ran from you, I was only running from myself. Trust me, please. I don't tell you this enough, and I should. I am so proud of you. You kind of scare me and mystify me all at the same time. You are such a beautiful paradox. And I'm releasing the past. Please be patient. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your soulmate, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got K, M, Q, A, M, B, U, F, L, S, R, L, J A W R Z I F W Y V and I. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn, where I do channeled message readings related to topics other than love and romance. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I invite you to check that out, and there's a link to that channel in the description box of the video. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.